fresh battery, fresh memory card. Let's go. All right. But I'm almost out of gas. And it's like that. And that's the way it is. Huh. You know, I've been doing research. Like everyone.
Take a slight right turn onto Market Drive Northeast.
Like everyone has been encouraging me to do. Hold on. Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, you're doing too much now. Just stop the car. Oh, I'm in the middle of the road. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just start over. So, I've been doing research. Not a lot. I'm kind of still scared to do research. Like deep research. Like I see the stuff y'all put down there, y'all be wanting me to look at, but that's just too deep for me right now. Okay? Besides, I've already started to dabble in that kind of research and I'm afraid. Okay? I'm scared. I'm scared of two things mainly. First thing I'm scared of is that my suspicions are going to be true about what I think is really going on. Man, forget all that. Let me look. This is it. I've been doing research. And I have stumbled upon some things. I've stumbled upon some things that, I mean, it really messed me up. I'm not gonna lie. I was messed up. I was crying in the car. I'm cussing in the car. I'm getting mad at everybody. I'm going into a depression. It messed me up. Straight up. Because it's one thing when you think your religion is wrong about a few things, but it's a whole nother thing entirely when you realize your religion is an evil cult. Not a misguided religion. It's an evil cult built on the foundations of darkness. Who wants to hear that? I don't want to hear that. I think that's what stops a lot of us. Well, first of all, just the sheer fear and trying to avoid the consequences and repercussions of Watchtower's rules, because we know once we start down that road, we know what the Watchtower got to say about that. We know what they call people like that. Apostates. I'm an apostate for wanting to do unbiased research on you. That sounds like such an abusive boyfriend, husband type of scenario. Don't it? It's like your boyfriend saying, look, I'm going to treat you right. I'm going to give you the world. But don't go asking about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't go asking nobody else about how they feel about me. Or even better, what do we do before we buy something online? Don't we look at the reviews? I don't know about y'all, but I personally look at only two kind of reviews. 5-star and 1-star. Them the reviews I look at. And I want to get just a balanced picture of what I'm about to buy. Is it going to arrive on time? Does the product work as well as the description says it does? That's all I want to know. And I want to hear the best experiences and the worst experiences. Most of the time I end up buying the product, because even though you have the 1-star ratings, you know that you can't bat a perfect score every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the perfect score in batting averages? Was it 300? You can't bat a 300 every season or no season. Long as you high enough, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have them one to few products that just don't work the way you plan. That's cool. I ain't going to punish you for that. I'll still buy your little tripod. Or, like, take for instance, you buying a car. The salesman at the lot say, hey, I'm an honest person. Don't you trust me? We the best in the industry. Nobody do it like we do it. But listen, I'm going to need you to not research us. I'm going to need you to just believe us when we tell you that this car you want is at the absolute best price. I'm going to need you to believe me when I tell you that the service that we offer and the package deal that we include with this vehicle is the best of the best. Don't go Google it. Don't go looking at our competitors. Just trust me, the honest car salesman. Nobody in their right mind would do that. But we do that with Watchtower. Watchtower say, just listen to what we got to say about us. Don't worry about what everybody else got to say about us. Because it's evil, it's from the devil, it's apostate, and it's just going to lead you astray. Dear child, dear young one, dear follower of Jehovah, please heed our admonition, says the governing body. And don't go looking around trying to figure out who we are, how we got here, or how this whole thing even started. Don't worry about it. All the information you're going to need to know, we're going to provide for you. We got you. No. I don't do that when I go to a new restaurant. I don't do that when I buy a product online. I don't do that when I'm shopping around for any major purchases. I always check outside third-party sources just to get a roundabout general perspective of what's going on. Watchtower been telling me for too long, don't go looking at nothing else. You know what? I'm tired of not looking at stuff. Okay? I'm tired of it. So yeah, I am going to look. I'm going to probe a little deeper. The things I have found out already are quite disturbing. The rabbit hole is wide, long, and deep. I so wanted to be like, that's what she said. But I didn't. I'm going to do a little further. There's some topics I ain't been wanting to touch on because it's like, Lord, don't let this be true about this organization. Don't let this be true. Didn't I say it was 2 things? What did I say? The first, I'm gonna just start over. I'm just listening real quick because I don't. This video about to get long. And I want it to be long. So I don't want my suspicions to be confirmed, because if I confirm my suspicions and I turn out to be right, if my hunch turns out to be correct, then that means that I just legit wasted decades of my life. For nothing. Come on, human beings. Let's not act like this, people. Jeez. But yeah. Sorry, it's kind of dark. That's a hard thing to admit. And I know what I'm going to find when I do this research. Because I feel it in my stomach. I feel it in my soul. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Oh God, y'all gonna have to help me through this, because I done already started looking at, the stuff I've already seen. Like I already am kind of like, no, I don't want to know no more. But I do, like I really do. I really want closure to this. If I'm gonna let this organization keep running my life, I need to know who really y'all are. Like really, what influences you? Because the leaders and the leaders before that, regardless of what did or didn't happen, I come from a management background. Every leader knows that your belief system as a leader, what you think is right and wrong, that's what influences your organization. It don't matter about what you tell people to do. The people reflect their leaders. Period. That's just how we are. God damn. You have to let me over. Where I'm turning at? On Piedmont? Okay. It doesn't matter what you put in writing. The followers reflect the leader 100% of the time. If the leaders are right, the organization will be right. The people that work for them going to be right. If the leader's up to no good, it will reflect throughout the organization. You'll be able to see it. So I want to know them. I want to know them, and I want to know people before them. And I don't want the mushy narrative that Watchtower give you. No, I want the real deal. Stop trying to sell everybody like they an angel. These men wasn't no angels. I know that much from the pictures. Have you ever once looked at a Rutherford picture and just thought, oh my God, he's such a warm, friendly, theocratic Bible man? Have you ever said that in your life about Judge Rutherford? I remember looking at his picture in not the Inside of the Scriptures, the Proclaimer's book. I remember seeing his picture in there as a kid and think to myself, what a mean man. Or how about my all-time favorite, Mr. Tight Pants Tony? Huh? Have you ever heard a talk by him that touched your heart? Ever? No. Never. He don't even seem... I met Tony twice. First time I met him was at the international conventions that we held. I think it was 2014. I can't remember off the top. But it was in Riga, Latvia. I went. I was pioneering then. So was my mother. We went together. And I met him at the convention site. So I shook his hand briefly and told him, "You're gonna see me at Bethel." So I was so brainwashed. "I will see you at Bethel." And he shook my hand, and he's short. He was like, "Oh, okay, sis, okay." And I asked him what was a good way for me, the best way for me to get there, and he said, "Just pray to Jehovah. Just pray to Jehovah." Boy, if I knew then what I knew now, woo! We would have had a totally different conversation, but that's okay. So then the second time I met him is when I visited my aunt in Manhattan, and of course I visited Bethel. I'm walking around the sites, looking at, this is when Watchtower was still in New York and Brooklyn. I'm walking around and I'm looking at all the hotel buildings and stuff that Watchtower owned, and I was just walking down the sidewalk and I saw him, and I shook his hand again. I said, I either met him before that or after Latvia. I don't remember the last time I met him. But I saw him again walking down the sidewalk. I need to check them dates too. But I know I met him in New York and I met him in Riga, Latvia. I know that. When, which came first, I don't know. It was years ago. But I remember meeting him. And when I saw him on the sidewalk, where am I supposed to be going? Okay, I see. I shook his hand, his little short self. And I told him, oh, it was after. Because I told you I'd see you at Bethel. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you don't remember me? I met you in Riga, Latvia. He was like, I meet so many people, sis, I'm sorry. Or something like that. So, I don't know. I thought this was just a little funny tidbit. Anyway, yeah. So, long story short, very long story short, I am going to just go a little bit deeper. Like I said, I've dove deep before, and the stuff I just wasn't ready. But I think I'm ready now. If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know how that go. I'll see you later. Peace.